These days, pets are getting special attention. Some veterinary surgeons are saving animals with surgical procedures that are usually reserved only for humans.
If you have a medical problem that your family doctor can't cure, he'll refer you to a specialist. If one of your four-legged friends has a problem that your local vet can't cure, he'll probably send you both to MedVet in Columbus. Whether your dog needs a hip replacement or your cat has skin cancer, MedVet has specialists for every possible ailment. In fact, this animal hospital is equipped with everything a human hospital has. So if you want your beloved pet to live a long, happy life, this world-class hospital can help make it happen.
Today is a big day for Rocky. After suffering from arthritis in his hips, his doctors at MedVet in Columbus are prepping him for surgery to fix the problem.
Well, we're going to replace, basically, we're going to remove his entire femoral head, which is all this bone right here, and then deepen out the socket here. So pretty much what essentially is his hip is all going to be gone.
Rocky is in good hands. This 24-hour veterinary hospital is one of the largest emergency and specialty care centers in the country.
This is a pretty commonly performed procedure. At least here it is. It's not available anywhere, but at this practice at least, we do it quite frequently, and I tell you that overall it's a very successful procedure, and it's easy to recommend to owners because the success is so high with it. We basically removed all the diseased affected bone, including bone from the femur or the thigh bone, and also from the socket or the pelvis, and gave him a new socket, which is made out of essentially plastic, that was cemented in place. And then we went ahead and replaced the femur with a metal component, which was also cemented in place, and the femur being the ball of the ball and socket joint. So here's his post-ops. See his new hip. This is the obviously metal implant. This white material is the actual bone cement that's helping to hold that stem in place. But if you look at it compared to his original x-rays, you can see big difference in how things look. There's a nasty old hip there, and he's got a nice shiny new hip, so I think he'll do real well.
The surgery was a success, and soon Rocky will resume life as normal.
We do recommend them stopping back here to have actual physical rehabilitation with us, where we can do some more advanced work that they can't do at home, including hydro treadmill work and some land-based activities and so forth.
Rehabilitation is a very important part of recovery for these animals, and MedVet tries to make sure this process is like a walk in the park.
You're so brave. You're a very good dog. You are. What we mainly use this treadmill for is all of our orthopedic and neurologic surgeries. If they've had their knees done or their hips replaced or spinal surgery, the treadmill really helps with the recovery a lot because the buoyancy of the water takes the weight of the body off of the injured area. So when they're working out in recovery, they can work harder in the water than they normally would be able to because the water lifts their body up off of the injured leg. There's more of them coming into the fore just because people think, oh, this is really cool, I can run my dog on the treadmill, but they don't understand a whole lot of what it's for. So you can't just buy a treadmill and throw a dog on it and say you're a therapist. So if the dogs are willing to do the work and if the owners are willing to do the home care, between all of that and the work that we do here, we usually have really nice recoveries on all of our orthopedics.
MedVet has surgeons and specialists for nearly every aspect of healthcare for animals. One of their most highly regarded is the Radiation and Oncology Department. And for pets dealing with cancer, this could be their saving grace.
I would say that MedVet as a whole has all of the therapy options that are available anywhere in the country or the world. This is the linear accelerator. It's basically a very high energy radiation unit. It's used in human medicine all the time. In human medicine and in veterinary medicine, there are basically two goals of therapy. One is to get years of control / cure the tumor. The other goal is to focus on quality of life. And in the end, it doesn't really matter as long as the patient is happy, comfortable, functional, and there are no major side effects associated as an outcome from that treatment.
Last year, he got bone cancer called osteosarcoma, and he had to amputate his front leg. And they amputate also the shoulder and up into the bone so that the involvement in that leg and that bone isn't compromised. So he did wonderful with his surgery. He was up within the hour, they tell me, in the back from surgery on 3 legs. And Dr. Kennedy had advised us, look, this dog will be fine.
Their advancements in technology and complex surgeries keep this place on the map. There's no question about that. But what sets MedVet apart from other veterinary hospitals are the relationships the doctors have with the patients.
When you pull up to the front door, you get such a warm feeling. Everybody here seems to be trained the same way in compassion and the way that they treat their clients and all of the animals that come in here. This is a bad experience as far as, you know, the dog having cancer or you having an injured animal that comes in. However, they make it just as pleasant for you and for their animal. And it's like 210 miles for us to come up here, that we choose to do that because we have complete confidence in this place. And it's by past experience, it's by talking to the people that's here. I mean, the clients out here waiting for their animals and waiting to be seen. And it's just terrific to have this kind of place.